Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for connecting wherever you're connecting from. Thank you for joining wherever you're joining from. Of course, very much for joining. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for joining the broadcast wherever you're joining from across the world. If you're joining from Biafra land, you're joining from any part of Africa, you're joining from Europe, from America, from Australia, Canada. Wherever you're joining from, if you're joining from New Zealand, I welcome you to this very program today. I appreciate you for joining as we are going to discuss about the case of our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As you all know, we have been waiting for this day to come, and today is the eve to our case. It's not just the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but our case, the whole of us. When you hear that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming to court, what comes to your mind? As a Biafran, each time you hear that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming to court, what comes to your mind? What comes to your mind? When you hear that our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is about to come to court, what comes to your mind? Welcome, my beloved sister, Linda TV show. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you, my sister. As a Biafran, when you hear that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming to court, what comes to your mind? Nice one, nice one. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. I'm very well. Thank you, my sister. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Today is the eve of our student Mazi Nnamdi Kanu coming to court. The eve of his case. Not just the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's our case. And when you hear that the case is coming up, what comes to your mind? Do you just think that it's a case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it doesn't concern you? When you hear that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming to the court, what comes to your mind? Or you just think that, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming to court, it doesn't concern you, it's none of your business. Is that what you think? Is that what you think? What comes to your mind when you hear that our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming to court? What comes to your mind? It's a question you have to ask yourself. Well, if you have been getting it wrong all this while, each time you hear that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming to court, know that you yourself as a Biafran, you are being summoned to court. Know that you yourself as a Biafran, you are being summoned to court. As Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to court, every single one of us is going to court. That is the situation. Thank you for joining, wherever you are joining. Please share the video in your platform. Share the video any place you belong, in your WhatsApp group, your chat groups, your Facebook, anywhere you belong. Share the video. Let people come and join us and hear the gospel of truth. If you're a Biafran, or even if you're not a Biafran, you're from other region, if you're indigenous in that contraption called Nigeria, the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should concern you, because the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will also determine your own freedom. The case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not only decide the freedom of Biafran people, it will decide the freedom of every indigenous tribe in the contraption called Nigeria. That is why everybody has to be concerned. Every hand has to be on deck. Sometimes people hear it, they think, well, it's just about the Igbo people. Some hear it, they think, oh, it's just about the Biafran people. Some hear it, they think, oh, it's just about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But it is not just Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is about you that is watching me. You that is watching me, any place you're watching me from, at this minute, wherever you're watching me from, whatever be your time, morning, afternoon, evening, night, the case is about you. In extension, about the black race. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bring God's freedom today, it will be a victory to the black race. It will be a victory to every indigenous tribe in the country of Nigeria, and mostly a victory to the Biafran people. That is why every one of us have to concern. Tomorrow, the symbol of justice will be brought once again to the court. What are you expecting? What is your expectation in the court tomorrow? I'm asking you, what is your expectation? For me, I don't expect much from them. My early expectation is from Chukwu Okike Abiama. My earnest expectation is from Chukwu Okike Abiama. What he has to say, what he has to give to us. And I keep a positive mind that everything is possible tomorrow. Everything is possible. This week is a critical week. So many decisions will be taken this week. So many decisions will be taken this week. That's why I've been talking from the beginning of the week, shouting and saying that we should have to hold strong on our public opinion and keep it on the positive side to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because I knew that a decision will be taken, and we are praying that that decision will be on our own advantage. Chukwu Okike Abiama knows the best way to do his things. Chukwu Okike Abiama can use, if Chukwu Okike Abiama can use an animal to speak to an animal, speak through the burning bush, how much more you, a human being? He can equally use a human being, no matter how wicked you are, no matter how daft you are, no matter how heartless you are. Chukwu Okike Abiama, if Chukwu Okike Abiama wants to use you, he will use you. That is why tomorrow we don't have to belittle God. We don't have to belittle Chukwu Okike Abiama. We have to leave a large room for him to do whatever he wants to do. Every single thing is on the table. Everything is possible tomorrow. Everything is possible. I am not having my hope on the lawyers. I'm not having my hope on the judges. I'm not having my hope on the court of the enemies. I'm not having the hope on any international community, not on the UK, not on the US. I'm not having my hope on the European Union. I'm not having my hope on United Nations. I am having my hope on Chukwu Okike Abiama, what he can do. That is where my hope lies. That is why I say everything is possible. When God is involved, everything is possible. When God is involved in an issue, every single thing is possible. There's nothing you can take away from the table. Today is the eve of our case. Call it our case. Not the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is our case. Every one of us will be going to court tomorrow. So as you go to court tomorrow, how are you preparing? How are you preparing? How are you preparing for tomorrow's court? Have you prayed for him? Have you fasted for him? Have you acted for him? Have you worked for him? How have you prepared yourself? How have you prepared yourself? Of course, nice. That is a good idea. That is a good idea. Painting everywhere with black frank color is nice, but it is not all that it will take. If we have the opportunity to do it, of course we want to do that. We love to do it. But the most important thing now is how to make sure we keep people alive. We know we are dealing with monsters. We are dealing with evil men and women. We are dealing with monsters. And in every approach we are taking, we are going to take the approach carefully to make sure we save life. We take every approach to make sure we save life. It is not that we cannot be able to confront them. We can confront the military, we can confront the army, we can confront anything confrontable in that very caliphate. But we have chosen the most peaceful way, which is civil disobedience. Sit at home. We have chosen the most peaceful way to resolve issue. Sit at home. Our Sunda Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also never chose war. He chose the best way the most peaceful way to resolve issue democratically. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu chose. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about referendum. That is why he's talking about referendum. Even when he was asked in China television and said, will you go to war? If need be, he said he's going to get Biafra through referendum, not through war. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it. that he will get Biafra through referendum and not through war. That was the answer he himself gave when he was interviewed by somebody in that country of Nigeria while he was in Nigeria. He said he will get the referendum. He will get Biafra through referendum. And that is where we are standing. Every other thing you are saying is trying to protect our land. The ESN, you see, some of you, when you see ESN, you think Nigeria that Mazi Nnamdi want to wage war. That is why he formed the ESN, he formed an army. Mazi Nnamdi never formed an army. Biafra army are ready, ever ready. We have a lot of reserve. But they have not been formed, they have not been announced. Mazi Nnamdi has made it categorically clear that any day he formed the Biafra army, he's going to announce it. Any day he formed Biafra army, he will announce it. He's not going to camouflage it with anything. He will announce it that this is Biafra army. And for Nigeria that has over 150,000 soldiers, army, air force, 150, or just give them 200. All the forces they have, their military, their navy, their air force, all their base, 200,000. For Biafrans, we have more than 1 million, even in our reserve, even in the reserve of ESN. Even in the reserve of ESN. In the reserve of ESN alone, we have almost 500. Then when you talk about Biafra army, if we decide to have Biafra army, we cannot have less than 1 million. That is how strong and how willing we are. And these are volunteer forces, people who have volunteered themselves. Nobody forced them. Nobody forced them. Volunteers. Even Biafrans that are serving in other countries, they are willing to come back home. So many of them have called several times on Mazi Nnamdi program. People calling from all corners, all parts of the world. Biafrans who are serving in the military abroad, undergoing proper training, they want to come back home and defend their land. So many of them in the US, even in the UK, in all parts of Europe. Biafrans who are serving there in their military, they want to come back home and defend their land. But Mazi Nnamdi said, no, we are going to get Biafra through what? Referendum. The most peaceful way, because he wants to save life. We want to save life. We know the value of life. We don't play with life. No matter what happens, we can face the enemy, we can fight the enemy, but we have respect for life. We are not like people who cut off heads of human heads without mercy, who play with life of human, the life they cannot give, they destroy, they impoverish you, take away everything you have, take away your identity, and make sure that you don't have anything to represent yourself. We are not like those people. We know whom we are, and we will continue to stand firm, continue to defend that which we believe. Tomorrow will be another day for us to put our defense. Tomorrow. Yes. Tomorrow will be another day of victory. Another day of victory. Every one of us will be marching to the court with Mazi Nnamdi tomorrow. And our expectation is that things will work out to our own side. All things work out for good to them that love the Lord. To them that are called according to the purpose of Chukwu Kabiam. Mazi Nnamdi loves Chukwu Kabiam. We also love Chukwu Kabiam. Mazi Nnamdi was called according to the purpose of Chukwu Kabiam. So everything tomorrow is going to work for his own good. All things is going to work for Mazi Nnamdi's good tomorrow because he is called according to the purpose of Chukwu Kabiam. He didn't call himself. He's not fighting for his own selfish interest. He's not fighting for money or any fame. He is fighting a just cause, pursuing a mission that was been given to him by Chukwu Kabiam himself, right from his mother's womb. That is why it doesn't matter what you do. Those who are planning this and that, trying to do it, dead on arrival. You cannot outshine the person that Chukwu Kabiam has chosen. Mazi Nnamdi did not choose himself. And tomorrow, Chukwu Kabiam is going to vindicate him once again. Let us pay attention for what is about to happen. I tell you every time that whenever Mazi Nnamdi appears in court, there is a lesson to learn. Each day you see Mazi Nnamdi appear in court, even if he doesn't talk, look at his facial expression, look at his movements, look at his body language. You will get a lot of information. You get a lot of information that will hold you until the next time you see him again. Information that will continue to hold you, to direct you what to do and what not to do. Those information are always coming every time Mazi Nnamdi can come to court. The people who are missing the information are people who are not paying attention. Please share the video. Share the video in your WhatsApp group. Share it in your Facebook. Share it anywhere you belong. We know that they are trying to hinder our broadcast and trying to remove our broadcast and make it not go wide. But we will continue to send the information across. So you can equally help by sharing the video. You are helping to spread the information. So tomorrow being the day we are going to court, what is your preparation? As you all know, our Senior Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is somebody who is not just a leader, he's also a spiritual man. A spiritual leader stands for us. That's what it is. I call him the spiritual leader of Biafran people, not just our supreme leader. It includes everything. Everything, he has it. He's blessed with all the gifts. So many things he has said has come to pass. So why wouldn't I call him a spiritual leader of Biafran? He prays for you and I 7 good times every day. How many times do you pray for him? How many times do you pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Be sincere to yourself. How many times do you remember him in your prayers when you kneel down? If you have not been remembering him in prayers, take this night and pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The eve of his case, pray for him. The eve of our case, he is there standing for you and I. He is there facing charges for you and I because of us to get freedom. So, he deserves your prayer. Let's pray for him today, so that Chukwu will continue to strengthen him and give him wisdom and knowledge, make him an overcomer. We know we are going to overcome. We will win. We will overcome, and we come as strong. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they do. No matter the angle they are coming from. Anything they try to say, they can never succeed. They will always try to come with all manner of games to deceive you, all manner of hanky-panky, all manner of... But if you stand firm and stand your ground, you will win. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, consistency is the key. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. In anything you are doing, mainly in freedom fighting, consistency is a strong key. Consistency is a strong key. Consistency is a very strong key. We will all be there. We will all be there. My brother Nice, I've seen what you wrote. My brother Nice, but Chukwu Okikabiyama is in charge. It doesn't matter who comes to the court or who doesn't come to court. The power is not in their hand. I want you to have faith in Chukwu Okikabiyama that the power is not. It doesn't matter who comes to court and who does not come to court. I said it. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in the hand of the judge, not in the hand of the lawyers, not in the hand of the caliphate, not in the hand of the international community, not in the hand of anyone. It's in the hand of Chukwu Okikabiyama, and he will do it when he has to do it. So don't bother yourself who comes to court or who did not come to court. If you like, let him come and sleep in the court. If you like, let him come and sleep in the court. He cannot change the will of Chukwu Okikabiyama. They have been doing it every time, causing all manner of distraction. Even with all their distraction, still Chukwu Okikabiyama is in the throne. He is on the throne. The only thing we have to pray is for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Pray for him for strength, for courage, for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That is all we have to do. If we can pray for him effectively, nothing is going to happen. Everything you are seeing today is not strange. There is nothing that you see today. Don't be shaken. Anything you are seeing today is not strange. It has been happening for a very long time, and each time it happens, Chukwu Okikabiyama gives victory. And remember, I said it that all things work for good to them that love the Lord. All things work for good to them that love Chukwu Okikabiyama. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that I know is somebody who have testified of the work and strength of Chukwu Okikabiyama. He have testified in public and in secret. Each time when he broadcasts, he will tell you that he doesn't worship idol. It's not a joke. He's not joking about it. Each time before he starts his broadcast, he starts with prayer and he ends with prayer. He starts with prayer and ends with prayer. Such kind of a man cannot be pushed around. A man like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be pushed around. He was praying very, very earnestly while he was out. Now that he's in solitary confinement, do you think he will stop praying? Do you think he will stop praying in subject of crime? Everything that is happening today, the revelations are coming to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu firsthand. Every single, that is why some people who think that they can hide, when Mazi Nnamdi come out, they change and begin to. Every single thing that happened today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is aware. Chukwu Okabiama is revealing everything to him. He's aware. All we are praying is that Chukwu Okabiama should hasten the time for his freedom. Definitely he will be free. Definitely. Nothing will stop it. He will be free. It's just a matter of when. But talking about free, he's going to be free and he'll come out alive and healthy very soon. They try by all means to push him down. They try to demonize him, try to give him names, try to do all that, try to delay him. But they cannot continue that for too long because Chukwu Okabiama is involved. And Chukwu Okabiama is not happy with the way things are going. Cannot be there destroying the life of the children of Chukwu Okabiama and they think that it will be well with you. It will not be well with you. No weapon formed or fashioned against us shall prosper. And any mouth that shall rise against us, any tongue that rises against us shall be condemned. Any tongue that will rise against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the court day, in that court tomorrow, shall be condemned. Any tongue that will stand against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on that court tomorrow, any tongue from anywhere, from any corner, that tongue will be shut down. Already the tongue is condemned by Chukwu Okabiama. Any tongue that will come to testify against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or to stand against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tomorrow, that tongue must perish. It doesn't matter how they try, it doesn't matter what they try to do, it doesn't matter the weapon of warfare they are bringing from any corner they are bringing it from any angle, they cannot succeed, no matter how they try. They can't succeed because we are the children of Chukwu Okabiama. We didn't call ourselves. We were called and we answered the call. It is not our wish and desire that we were born Igbos or born Ejo or born Efik or born Edos or born. It wasn't our decision. Chukwu Okabiama knew the importance of we being born in a place we have been born. And he deposited some mineral resources on the ground to keep his people, to keep his children, and to strengthen his children. But eventually, Satan and his enemies are saying that we will not. Satan and his cohorts are saying that we will not. But no matter how they try, we are going to survive. Biafra will succeed and Biafra will overcome. I appreciate everybody who have joined me on this broadcast. I said it's going to be brief because it is a preparatory message to the day we are going to court. So on your own, pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. On your own, pray. If you can pray. If you can fast. And remember, tomorrow is a total lockdown in Biafra land. Absolute and total lockdown. Let us continue to hold that narrative until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu goes to court and come back. Let us continue to hold that narrative. Soludo have failed. Soludo tried to shut down the sit-at-home, trying to make sure that in this week, maybe when they go to court, they say people are no longer interested in him. That is what Soludo was trying to do. Soludo was trying to create a public opinion that will disqualify Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to get his freedom. Soludo was trying to create a scenario where it will look like the Biafran people are no longer with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But Biafran people said no. We are still with him. He set all manner of community, all manner of plans, but they all failed. He fixed prayer. They all failed. Biafrans continue to sit at home, say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was released. And we will continue to do so until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. It doesn't matter what they say, what they do. They are wasting their time. The only thing that will bring sanity in that country called Nigeria, if they want the country to be sane again, they have to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. If not, the northern part of Nigeria will be like Somalia, just as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu promised them. It will be like Yemen. It will be like Syria. That is the promise of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the north, if they refuse to let Biafra go. If they refuse to let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go, that will be their portion and their situation. And it's going to happen before your own very eyes. The person whom that God have caused, you cannot cause. And whom he bless, you cannot bless. That is why I encourage every Biafran, wherever you are on earth, continue to do what you are doing and continue to ask for victory. Continue to ask for the mercy of God. Continue to ask for victory and continue to act. You don't only pray and sit down, pray and act on the ground. Already our brothers and sisters in Biafra land are doing a marvelous work. And Chukwu Okabiama is not leaving them behind. I thank you all who have watched and join me from the beginning to the end. I appreciate you all, and I pray that we'll continue on that pattern and continue to pray for Mazi and that tomorrow a good news will be had. Thank you so much for watching me wherever you're watching from. Remember, they will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra is here. Thank you, and remember it. Bye-bye. See you again tomorrow by the special grace of Chukwu. After the court case, I'm going to be bringing you details of the situation, how it happens. As it goes tomorrow, I will continue to bring you an update on the case, on how it's going to go. Thank you so much. Let us prepare ourselves. Prepare yourself any place you are. Prepare yourself. It doesn't matter where you are. The Ududua people, the Biafran people, Biafrans and friends, prepare yourself any place you are. Prepare, and make yourself strong. Make yourself available. We are going to conquer. Freedom is coming. Every indigenous tribe must definitely be free. Thank you for watching. Remember this. Bye-bye.